You might wonder, how is it that some people simply seem to rise? They rise not because they avoid the dark, because they dance with it, transmute it, turn it into the very fuel that launches them into light. And as you listen or drift or daydream, you might begin to remember something that you never knew you forgot. That deep inside you, there already exists an operating system far more powerful than logic could contain. It just needed a key and a spark and a rhythm. And you're finding that rhythm now. Because when you combine ideas like, I'm safe now, with the echo of, pain leads to power, wrapped inside, this moment is mine to create, you begin to dissolve all the invisible walls, the rules you never agreed to, the beliefs you never chose, and instead you install new ones. Like a seed takes root in rich, soft soil, you install now the idea that you're more than enough, and always have been. There was once a person who thought they were broken. They looked in the mirror and saw cracks. When they looked closer, those cracks, they were filled with gold, because every piece was glued together by resilience. And that mirror wasn't reflecting a broken self. It was showing the healer, the alchemist, the one who'd always been becoming, like you are now. And the more they stepped into that truth, the more they could feel the old shell dissolve. What was once a trauma became a threshold. What was once fear became fire. What was once weakness became weaponry for wisdom. And maybe as you hear this, something inside you is already shifting, because you can begin to feel your body softening as your unconscious starts repatterning old beliefs into fuel. You can imagine now stepping into your own certainty, feeling the magnetic pull of confidence, activating the presence that already lives in your spine. Because presence isn't something you earn, it's something you unleash. And as you do, you'll notice people feel drawn to you because you feel drawn to yourself. That's charisma, that's power. That's what happens when beliefs like this take root. I'm in control of my internal world. My emotions, they're wise messengers, not enemies. I attract what I radiate. And you may be asking yourself now, what else am I capable of that I've barely begun to imagine? It's a strange thing, isn't it? You used to think the past was pain, but now it's more accurate to say the past was your proof that you were being forged. Isn't trauma a signpost that something survived? Because what breaks you teaches you. What teaches you builds you. That means your nervous system isn't malfunctioning, it's evolving. Your fears, they aren't signals to stop. They're invitations to lean in. And resistance isn't a wall. It's the front door of transformation. And the door is already opened. You can choose to remember, or you can remember to choose. Either way, you're already becoming. The one who knows every failure was a rehearsal. Every emotion was a compass. Every shadow was simply light learning its name. You can go back to the old way now, because something deeper than logic is installing these truths. I'm the cause, not the effect. I create my own weather, my own storm, my own sun. What I focus on expands. So the question is never, am I healing fast enough, but rather, how powerful can I become once I stop resisting who I am? You don't even have to try to answer, because your unconscious is already living the answer. A woman once wrote her trauma into a book. The pages bled, the readers wept. And through that story, she was born as a leader. A man once trembled every time someone raised their voice, until he realized their volume had nothing to do with his value, and silence became his superpower. Another woke every night in panic, until one night he chose to breathe differently, not to push the fear away, but to invite it in, and found that fear dissolved in the presence of permission. You're the next story of this kind, already being written, already living. Soon you'll catch yourself doing things differently. You'll say no without apology. You'll breathe, and the storm will pass before it ever begins. You'll laugh in moments that once froze you. Why? Because you feel it. The beliefs, they aren't something you have to remember. They're something that you've become. And because you've already installed the operating system of confidence without comparison, safety without needing control, charisma without pretending, power without permission, you look back at all of this, not as the work, but as the moment you awaken the truth that you were never broken, just buried, now uncovered. Welcome back.